It was very tasty pizza. And I was
No, the
hungry.
microphone disconnected, and between me turning OBS on and having gone live, the microphone disconnected, so they've heard nothing so far.
Well, that's rude of it. But I love it when that happens.
I love it. Don't you just love when, like, the microphone just goes, nah, I'm gonna kill everything. Hello, 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 and welcome to this Final Boss Fight live stream of D&D. We're gonna do the intros again really quickly. I'm here with Angel.
Yo!
Rogue.
Hello.
Christy.
Hello!
Smitty.
Hello, everybody.
And Obsolete Goat.
Hello. I'm going to be using the combat wheelchair from Mustang Arts today.
And in the down below, we've added some new credits things that tell you the music, the maps, and the homebrew stuff that we use in our D&D streams, and the music that we use in other streams as well, where we are not using video game music. So go have a look at that, and it will tell you where we get all of our things from, and it gives proper credits to everybody other than us just telling you how cool the stuff is that we're using. Also, Tales of Gaming Addiction has just resubscribed for 16 months with the message of go, go, go! Ooh. Yeah. Last time, Vaacin got a vision of being a dragon flying towards the city of Waterdeep. Not Watergate. I don't know what that is. As it dove into the water, he woke up and ran to the docks. Rogue Trader Enthusiast has just resubscribed for 10 months. Currently they're on a 10-month streak. 10 months in, and my first vision quest. Oh yeah. Vaacin ran down to the docks and chartered a boat out to the island in the middle of the in the middle of the harbour. And was joined by the rest of the group, who followed him, assuming there was some good reason for him to go there. Possibly a fair.
No, there was pizza. We had pizza.
And bought pizza. You went across, and Vaacin just sort of ran up a cliff and looked out, and looked out over the water and dove off the cliff. And as you watched him dive off the cliff, you had some discussion about potentially splitting up his equipment that he had left behind, which upset Underscum so much he dove in after Vaacin in an attempt to help out or something. Vaacin and Underscum dove into the water of Waterdeep harbour and swam down to the very bottom, where Vaacin held his breath and meditated in the general direction of dragon, and Underscum used the Bifrost ability of his Staff of Prisms to make a large rainbow light. The light shone out in the harbour and could be seen from up above, as well as in a wide radius around it, as the harbour is generally quite dark. This drew the attention of one very large creature that came swooping in, picked you up, and took you back to the surface, as well as two smaller creatures that followed you up. The large creature was a brass dragon. That is right, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was a brass dragon.
Yeah.
As you do?
Is it brass or bronze?
One of the two.
I think it's bronze.
It was an alloy type dragon.
It was a metallic dragon.
Metal dragon's dangerous.
Metallic dragons are good.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't mean they're not dangerous.
It doesn't mean they're not dangerous.
They're
Just
friendly.
they're less likely to eat you.
Awesome.
Don't try and show me with a gold dragon. It'll end badly. I'll tell you that now. For free.
It returned you to the surface, deposited you, had a chat with you, wherein it revealed that it knew some members of the party, having previously met them. and then revealed to you Scale Edge. Now,
Very tasty sword.
did I remember to make sure that you had that on this character sheet? No.
I have it on my D&D Beyond character.
You have it on the D&D Beyond one. That means I can probably just import it. What are your platinum pieces on the D&D Beyond character sheet?
Let's double check, because that's gonna matter inevitably, because the money always goes wrong. It is.
If you could just double check that your platinum pieces, like all your money, lines up on the D&D Beyond character sheet.
Yeah, I'm terribly. I've not actually opened up the Foundry yet. So give me 1 second.
It's really easy to follow my money as I'm always broke.
Look,
it's okay.
that's your own damn fault.
It's not my fault, technically.
Having claimed the Scale Edge sword and being chosen as a champion of your monastery, you decided to spend a little bit more time at the beach until the sun started to dip on the horizon, and you then headed back to your respective places of business and residence.
Residence?
You live in places.
When did that happen?
I can confirm the money tracks, by the way.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to press the button that imports your character, and it should import Scale Edge.
Woo!
Pretty sure I'm a squatter trying to save my girlfriend.
You have a place that you
you're
squat.
squatting. You're squatting with us.
That's true.
Whoa.
Hello.
I'm going to start with you.
Oh no.
Because there's an interesting thing that you get back to your shop, and at the time you get back to your shop, it is getting late. The sun has dipped below the walls of the city. There is a minor amount of foot traffic around as people move from work to tavern to home. It's not very late in the evening, but it's late enough that most of the shops are closed. And you get back to your shop, and it is closed, and the door is locked.
Oh. Can I try opening it with like a key, I presume I have?
You put the key in, you turn it, the lock opens, the door opens, you head inside. Shakos sticks a head out of the back room and... Good evening, boss.
It's like, hey, how was work? I'll hand over the hat. I definitely bought them.
He puts the hat on.
How are you today?
This might help.
Nothing. Shoot out with the sun if you want to go out.
Sun's down now, so I shall test this tomorrow.
Yeah, be a good thing to do.
You got a parcel, boss. And there's a big, sizable box made of a simple wood on the front desk. Chakos kind of points to it.
Oh, okay. Thank you for getting that for me. I'll make dinner for us in a minute. Oh, but I have some leftover pizza. I'll hand it over to them, and then I'll start to open the box.
Inside the box is a lot of air and a letter with a wax seal on the back with the symbol of the Xanathar on it.
Oh god.
And on the front of the letter it says for delivery by Wohl. And then underneath that they have put the address of the Guts and Garters Skullport.
Is it just air, did you say?
It's an empty box with this in it. A letter that is sealed but says for delivery by Wall.
Wall's gonna go into the kitchen. Get the put like a bowl of hot water on the stove, heat that up like I'm gonna make some noodles, and I'm gonna hold the letter over it so the wax on the underside like heats up a little bit, and then like very carefully open it.
Okay.
Without like breaking the seal.
So underneath, but like between the address, the guts and garters, and for delivery, it also has the word quietude, which you assume might be somebody's name.
Going down anyways. I'll pop the letter open very carefully and
Okay. Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Shit. I don't have very good hands. Everything hurts.
Okay, honey.
I'll start to do that, and then I'll be like, how Dexy are you? Could you maybe get this for me? My hands aren't great.
Who?
My drow friend.
I am not so good.
Just... Do you think your dexterity is average, below average, or above average?
It's maybe a little above average.
Oh, yeah, that's better than me. He's gonna pass it over.
Okay, boss.
I was really hoping this was going to turn into a situation where you try to like tie shoelaces as quickly as possible.
Oh, I'm gonna do enhance ability on them for dexterity.
Okay.
I was checking I had the spell.
So that's with advantage, isn't it?
Yep.
Yay! One whole number better.
Wow.
Jack off.
He puts it over the thing, and the edge starts to catch fire, and he like pats it down.
Jack off.
And then like he goes to open it, but it's too soon. The wax seal cracks, and you could quite clearly tell that this has been tampered with.
Oh god dang it. I have mending, it's fine.
I try.
It's okay. I'm gonna take it, and then I'm just gonna open it the rest of the way. Pull the letter out. Sigh.
It is a note that is addressed to a quietude. It speaks of a neighbor of his, or somebody that operates within Skullport by the name of Ulvira Snowveins. Who is a spy and somebody that the Xanathar Guild would prefer to see blind. The eyes of the spy should be blinded.
I was gonna look back at the box and be like, is that kind of like eye shaped, or like, you know, big enough for some eyes or big enough for a head? He's gonna look at it.
The message continues. The one I have sent you has some useful skills.
Oh god. Well, I'm just gonna put the letter back in, then mending everything back in place.
The wax seal grows back in again. The burnt corner of the letter reforms.
I'm just gonna sigh and then put the letter back in the box, and then the letter in his bag of holding.
Okay.
It's like, okay.
No, it's not quite big enough for a head. Maybe eyes, but that isn't really how you transport them.
Fair. You throw it all in the
Yeah,
bag
but
of holding anyways.
it's a magical world. If they want to stick eyes in a head in a box that's too small to carry a head, I'm sure they will find a way.
War's gonna make noodles for themselves and Chakov, and
Okay.
that will be them.
Now there's a question for the rules. Is a preserved eye, maybe like pickled eye, something that can be repaired by mending, or does it count as part of a living creature?
That's part of a living creature. As the rest of you make your way back into Trollskull Manor, is there anything else the rest of you want to be doing?
Yes, but I have a feeling Vaacin would probably be far too just stupid idiot with a sword right now.
Okay.
It's been a very silly day.
Anyone else?
No, Fury's gonna keep balancing the bar.
Okay.
Have I set any fires recently?
No, there's nothing that I
Like I-
need to.
I feel like I haven't, and I feel like you people are missing out on my fire setting abilities.
Do we have a nice roaring fireplace that could be fired?
Not in the main bar, we do in the kitchen area.
That's the fun. I mean, like, do you guys have a tavern you don't need?
A whole tavern?
Yeah.
Normally I'd say go ahead and burn it, but I live here. So no.
Well, then obviously you need it. I mean, I said, do you have a tavern you don't need?
Then no, not right now.
Okay.
You guys eventually make your way to your separate rooms and sleep for the night. By the morning, has Vaacin stopped being giddy with sword to do anything else, or is he still very excited?
Is he stroking his sword?
I mean, you said that as a joke, but oddly enough, I was going to lead into that. No, basically, Vaacin is sobered up a little bit now.
Okay.
Mostly because he did go to bed holding scale-edged like an idiot, and has woken up in the morning with a big ass cut on his hand. And it very much stings. Like, it's nothing that he can't, like, just casually heal. But it's just like, oh, that's sharp, that's smart. And just suddenly realizes, wait a minute. Shit, the drow.
Okay.
Because he's just remembered everything that happened at Walls. Not yesterday, but the day before. That had completely left his mind.
He's like, shit.
And what are you going to do about that?
He's going to calmly go and have some breakfast.
Set a fire?
Are the fires out?
No!
You
why
calmly
I'm asking
head
John.
downstairs and find that Ick is preparing his own breakfast, and seeing you come down, just sort of looks over and... You want the usual?
Go for it.
And he starts grabbing new things for you, several sausages and bacon and toast, and bread to make toast. You get
Does
what I
he
mean.
eat the same sort of breakfast as everybody else?
His portion is smaller, but largely, yeah.
I was just curious whether or not it had a gluten intolerance.
No, his doesn't seem to. If he does, he doesn't know it yet.
It's very tolerant of gluten, actually. People who are gluten intolerant are racists, obviously.
No, he's not a celiac.
Oh dear, oh dear.
He prepares you both breakfast, and if anybody else comes down, he'll throw stuff on for them. And then he brings you out a plate with sausages and bacon and toast steaming on it. Lays it down in front of you. A knife and fork float over and place themselves on the table.
Oh no, I've forgotten what the ghost was called.
Leaf.
Thanks, Leaf.
One of the knife just sort of taps twice on the table and puts itself down again.
Yeah, I forgot we had a ghost.
Yeah. Like, Vaacin basically just slips his hand underneath it as it's dropping. And just digs in.
It's a well-prepared breakfast.
My compliments to the Ick.
Ick munches on his own food thoughtfully and...
Where's Nefira? Nefira is normally up before me.
And
She is not setting fires.
Oh.
I was gonna say, Nefira will just emerge very groggily from downstairs, be like, could you keep it down?
No mushrooms for breakfast!
Are they fresh mushrooms or the ones that have been sat at the bottom of the fridge?
I can try and find some fresh ones. I could do the freshest of the ones we have.
That'll do, and Nefira would probably grab an ale that's been sat on the side overnight and hasn't washed up yet.
It sort of picks up his plate and starts eating the last sausage as he heads back to the kitchen to chop up some of the freshest mushrooms that he can find.
Oh, are you happy with your new shiny sword then?
It's an incredible honor. However, it just sort of like presents the still bleeding, but not. Well, it's still like, you know that bit where it hasn't quite scabbed over, but it stopped bleeding. Sort of that stage, cut in the hand. It's just like I got a bit too excited and forgot basic sword safety. Sorry, I was a little let's go with moon touched yesterday.
But for those kind of things, you always should make sure you have plenty of oil available.
So I do need to find a place that sells potions of water breathing. Gonna have to put that on my shopping list.
I'm sure someone's got some gillyweed somewhere.
Some what?
Gillyweed, it's a herb that's meant to help with water breathing.
Right. I thought that's what you said.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'm actually searching the bar for like a lemon slice or something like that.
Are you really drinking ale from last night? That can't be good for you.
It's ale?
It's a very old ale, it's fine. Tastes disgusting.
You realize hair of the dog is a bad cure for a hangover. And it's because you drink nothing but ale that you get hangovers.
I also drink fine wines and fine whiskies from time to time, thank you very much.
Have you tried just like water or milk?
Ew.
I kind of went off milk because you have to sit there and pick all the yak hairs out of it.
I was going to say milk's actually worse for dehydration because the lactose in it, sugar, dehydrates you even more. So ale is actually a better option over milk.
I didn't know you were up, Neri.
Ick emerges from the kitchen and lays down a plate of fried mushrooms in front of Nefira and a plate of smoked kippers in front of Toya, and questions Nuri on what breakfast she would like.
Oh, that's okay. I'll just have bread and honey, as normal. I'll get it.
Oh, this is delicious.
Can you do me a
Thanks.
favour and grab me like a lemon wedge? There might be some in the fruit bowl somewhere.
Yeah, Ick knows where they are.
Good.
Put this guy in lemons, cause like I'm slightly concerned.
But
That
Vaacin,
is-
give me your hand.
Acid intake?
Oh god.
Ick disappears into the kitchen, comes out with a nice fresh chunk of lemon, hands it to
It's like-
Nefira.
There's like sort of like a full body clench as Vaacin is very aware what's about to happen and just passes his hand over.
Good. And I'll rubbish with my healer's kit as well and pull out like a clean bandage. It's like, it's gonna sting a lot, by the way, and I'll just full on squeeze lemon juice across the cut.
It stings to high hell.
Full on just after like he hits the countertop with his good hand, just like nope.
Everything along the countertop just like jumps into the air a little bit.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're all good.
Oh, will you shut down that whole time? Fix your ear, mister. The door blew shut. I didn't.
Oh, it's Angel liking it. I was wondering who the heck that was.
Alright, I gotta water my flowers
No,
oh,
that's my mother.
Yep.
Okay.
Very audibly.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You're fine. Everybody just heard you gushing over the dogs. She went out to water her flowers, and we have a kitchen door at the front and a kitchen door at the back, and the wind tunnel causes the kitchen door at the back to slam closed, and so she accidentally shut our dogs out in the backyard while she was watering plants in the front yard.
So Vaacin, your hand is bandaged.
Yep. It's all clean. It's all wonderful. You can thank me later.
You're going to keep the hand at this point. That's...
It's good to know. Feels appropriate. The first blood with a new sword is mine.
Now next time, put it in a
Feels like
sheath.
that's how it's supposed to go.
It didn't come with
I
a
mean-
sheath.
That seems like poor planning.
You're more than willing to go down to a blacksmith. In fact, go see Wall. He probably has some.
That's a good shout, actually. Is Ick still in the kitchen?
No, Ick's come and sat down and is just sort of sat in the corner waiting for you guys to do anything interesting.
In that case, Vacen's going to stand up and just sort of like asks to the open air, Leaf, can you throw a honey cake over this way? In case there's one in the kitchen. It just sort of puts his hand out ready to catch it.
Roll me a dexterity check.
13.
A honey cake flies across the room and you snatch it out of the air.
Thank you! And if anyone needs me, I'll be at Walls getting a new scabbard. Just takes a big old chunk of it and trots out.
Is that normal?
Round here, pretty much.
These are kind of wild. I like it.
Look,
It's
once
just the way
you
things
start-
go around here.
Yeah, once you find out the building has a ghost, you know, live with it. Enjoy it.
Well, no, the ghost is fine. I just mean the rest of you guys are kind of nuts. I like it. Cool. And admittedly, there's not really much I could do if I didn't like it, but I think the fact that I do like it is a good thing. So, you know, take that for what it's worth.
Vaacin,
Yep.
you head out of the shop, head out of Troll Skull and head across the street or two that it takes to get to Wall's shop.
If
You
there's
get-
like a street vendor or anything along the way that like sells food, I might just grab something for Wall.
You don't see one this morning, but the one that's normally here isn't at the moment.
Oh, that's a shame.
You're heading across a little bit early, so it's... Maybe he's just at a different point on his rounds this morning.
I make sure to like save some of the honey cake.
And you get to Wall's shop.
I don't know
Well-
if you picked that up.
Yeah, like Wall's just gonna get our drow friend to go and open the door. Well, it's currently making omelets for them both.
A
Oh, very nice.
drow with a very wide-brimmed hat comes to the door. It obscures his face, but he opens the door. I foresee a problem with his hat. Blocks my line of sight a little bit at the taller people.
Just sort of tip my hand underneath the hat just to pull up the eye line, just enough.
Ah, yes. It is you, friend of Wall. Come inside.
Okay. As I walk in, I just sort of tear that last half of the honey cake in two to give it a little bit over to. I've forgotten what you've named him.
Shackles.
Chuckle. Like the gun.
I heard you both spoke over each other. I couldn't hear it.
Chuckle like the gun.
Ah, yeah, Jackal. Pass that over.
I was thinking like Star Trek, but okay. Is that check on? No, that is yeah.
And
Wait,
sort of,
what?
Sort of weave my way past into the back room where I assume Wall is.
Wall's like, yeah, currently making breakfast. Kind of turning me like, oh, hello. What's up?
Think fast. Just quick, and just lightly tosses the honey cake to Wall.
Well, grab it. He's like, oh, thank you.
About a third of a honey cake gets your way.
Oh, nice. Thank you very much. You didn't need to. He's gonna immediately start munching.
Well,
what happened to your hand?
Oh, I sound like a 12-year-old saying this. I was hugging the new sword in my sleep, and I cut my hand. Yeah, I'm sighing at myself as well.
Chekhov, can you get me some leather down from the top shelf, please, and start to dampen it? I'm gonna make a quick scabbard.
Thank you.
Okay. He gets
It's
a
the
roll
one
of
with the
leather
blue label, the top shelf. You might need a ladder.
He starts looking up and then goes to find the ladder and goes over and opens the ladder and climbs up and.
Everyone is still manning the
So he's
stove,
just
right?
Yeah, I'm
can
at
do
the
that.
stove still.
Okay, cool.
That's why Chuck was getting that
I'll
leather.
put scale edge on the counter.
Oh wow. I haven't seen it up close. So is this the thing that, like, you had the whole dream?
Yeah. I mean, it's what the dragon gave me, so I assume it's what the dream was all about.
Fair. I mean, it's a nice sword. Probably would be nicer if it didn't have your blood nut though. Just gonna.
Oh, I thought I polished that.
It's just like a little bit. It's kind of more that I can smell it still. So. Yeah, it's difficult to get blood off things. Yeah, that was creepier than it needed to be. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
No, you're not wrong. He's just kind of nodding. Like, I mean, blood is just a bitch to get off anything, so
Oh, gosh.
don't even worry about it.
Wait,
hon.
have you come with me?
Yes.
Oh,
Was he like, oh god, when did you arrive?
say Vacin's equally shocked. Just that.
She's just like, she has nothing else to do, so she's just following around whoever's the most interesting at the moment.
Yeah, sounds like
Curious.
it's Vaacin.
I'm just gonna clear his throat. You know, like eyes you both. It's like, well, I'm just making breakfast. Are we gonna head back down today, or anything? Chuck, if you're okay to take care of the shop if I go for a couple of days, right?
You'll go. I understand how to run shop. I
Okay, good.
maybe not make new things, but I can sell things that you have. And
Oh,
then
that's
when I'm
fine.
out of things you to have, I close shop.
Yes. Yes, we do close the shop. But if people want to make orders, get them to write their details down, and then I can give them a quote.
I will start back ordering system.
Yes, thank you. You're getting good at this. I'm gonna give them a raise soon.
I get paid.
Yes, you do. Do you remember in 2 days' time you have a day off, so you just lock down the shop, make sure no one can come in, and then you can do whatever you like.
I like
Except for
running
murder.
shop.
Okay. You can run the shop.
Door's been a numbnut won't come in. I've got the door open.
They're
Is that
they're a
alright?
good employee.
That's fine.
You sure?
Yep.
But
Okay, kick ass.
yeah, are we going back down soon?
I mean, I'd be up for it. Don't see why we
I'm
can't.
following you guys, so
Oh yeah, you've still got the whole thing to sort out.
The idiot wouldn't tell me where my girlfriend is, and you won't let me kill him, so I have to stick with you guys.
I'm not letting you kill my employee.
I do not know.
See, they don't know.
Well,
He
we'll go
doesn't
back
seem
down
that-
and hopefully find a lead today.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem that bad, so I guess I don't want to kill him anymore.
Yay!
You won't kill him.
You seem okay, Chekhov.
Chekhov appreciates this.
She's trying to be nice. This is difficult for her. Give her a little bit of credit. She's like, I'm not gonna kill you now. This is a positive thing.
We appreciate everyone who will not kill us just for being us.
Yes. Because we don't like people who would do that.
It's not so much that you're being you, it's that your people stole my girlfriend. You know?
Yes, but
It's
you're doing a generalization. I was just gonna dish out the omelets and hand one to Chekhov and
It's
turn the
not
stove off.
personal.
I mean, it's not entirely impossible that the girlfriend was kidnapped by one of our own people. It is, I mean, very much not just my own people, as in a drow, as in one of the people of my house. It is possible that it is the same group that I used to be with.
Chekhov, we need to discuss the way that you talk about. It's fine. Just
I mean,
have your
that's not
breakfast.
That's not helping your case, but okay.
I mean, I don't know everybody that we kidnap. It is busy time.
I mean, I just enjoy the honesty.
He's very honest, yeah.
Why
Almost
would I not be
worryingly.
honest? It is hurting no one for me to be honest.
He's not
Some
wrong.
people
Yeah.
just aren't, you know.
Some people are
Yes, but
assholes.
some people have not been tortured for years at a time by the women of their society.
It's just like, Chekhov, are you sure you don't want me to pay for you to go to a therapist?
Yeah, even I feel bad. Oh my god.
He's fine.
It's like, okay.
Does detect poison and disease cover trauma?
I don't think it does.
Well,
But
I mean,
I don't think you need a spell to see there's trauma there.
trauma is a mental disease, but it's also one that you can kind of tell.
De-
So
Detect mental health issues.
yes. Oh god. Even I feel bad. And I
Some
kill these guys on the regular, so.
5 points of 5 points of lay on hands per mental illness you wish to cure.
Oh my god, imagine if that was that easy.
I know, right? I think I need a couple thousand. Well, if we do go back down, I have a delivery in Skullport. Well, I was just gonna grab a random knife off the table and be like, someone asked me to make this, and I need to deliver it.
I'm gonna roll insight.
Roll
Cool.
me a deception. You can roll it as a GM roll.
Ooh,
Why
nice.
do I feel like that's a lie? But okay. I'm not gonna
I-
question it.
I have more reason to believe this is a lie.
Right.
'Cause it's... Oh wow. Oh my
Ew.
god.
You believe him, Vaacin.
Yeah, tracks.
It's like people in Skullport are just really into knives. Well, it's gonna realize he's got butter on it and just clean it real fast and then throw it in his bag of holding. So if we could make a detour to Skullport, that would be appreciated.
Look, pass me the knife. Just get some of the sword oil that he does actually have. It actually oils the knife. You don't put butter on a knife.
It's a butter knife.
Not the one that you took off the wall. I hope.
No, it's a butter knife.
That's
I think he just plucked
Weird.
a random knife off of the counter.
Yeah, I'm in the kitchen. Everyone just picks up a random knife and is like, this, and there's just that's a fucking butter knife. And it's like, people in Skullport, it's like a
Like
if you,
knives.
it's a thing. It's a nice knife. I did obviously make it, and because I make all of the things here.
Your
Somebody-
deception check is really starting to go down a little bit here, Wall.
I've got another 5 points. It's like it's a great knife. Someone wants to buy it. Skullport.
I mean, I've never been to Skullport, so I don't know what they like.
Knives.
Apparently.
Vaacin, can you roll me a history check?
Oh god, maybe I do know something about Skullport. 13.
You've heard of Skullport, but that's about it.
I feel like it would definitely track the people at Skullport like knives.
I mean, if it's a place called Skullport, I wouldn't be surprised.
It's believable.
Well, this is water deep, which is confusing because it's on the surface, it's not deep underground. And, like, there's only a little bit of water, and it's not like everybody here carries a jug with them.
What are you talking about? I have a jug with me right now. Produces a jug.
I'm just gonna squint.
Do not question the will of the Tabaxi.
It's just this moment of leaning in towards Ball and just being like, when did this become a JoJo sketch?
I don't know. I don't know.
The more accurate question is, where was she keeping it?
Oh, it's an Austin Powers sketch, right?
No! My god! Go to El Dorado, you uncultured swine!
Oh shit, no. Yes, that's it. It's in both! It's in both. But Road to El Dorado is the better film.
I like
But anyway.
Actually, I just rewatched all the Austin Powers movies. That third one just does not hold up. It's disappointing because we waited ages for it and it was just garbage, so... oh well, what are you gonna do?
Vaacin, you do know... What little you know of Skullport, you know that it is below the 3rd level of the dungeon. It's deeper down than you've been previously.
Yeah,
By at least a level and a half.
Wall, do you have a second? I just sort
yeah.
of like point towards the back room.
Wolf's gonna be like, sure, Chakov, could, there's like a mirror. If you could like shine it in the front bit, so there's like a beam of light. If you just do that for a bit for me, buddy.
Chakov grabs the mirror and starts pointing it around the room and...
Like a laser beam.
Okay, now we're doing the mummy.
Don't be distracted for hours, what do you need to tell me?
You know what we were talking about the other day?
Yep. I remember.
I know there's a whole stuff with you and the guy. Skullport's pretty deep down.
Yeah.
In fairness, I doubt we'd get there today, even if we knew the way. So I'm like, I've got to ask, do you know a way down?
I have no fucking idea. Wolf's just gonna be like, I'm not delivering a butter knife to Skullport. I need to go there. Like gesticulates, like I don't trust this cat person. They just kind of came into my shop. I don't know them. I can't, you know. And Wolf's just gonna fish into his bag and pull out the box, and is like, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to pull someone's ice out. I don't want to do that.
Oof. If push comes to shove, I'll do it.
For the record, the Tabaxi will absolutely pull someone's eyes out.
No.
Tabaxi is currently being distracted by a drow with a light shining
The
in
closest thing that we can to a laser pointer.
Yeah, I know, right? OOC. The Tabaxi will totally rip someone's eyes out.
I was like, I can't do that.
Yeah, I will happily do some of the grim muscle stuff if you need it. We do need to talk about stuff. Obviously, this is not the time. I was not expecting company.
No, I didn't. I don't want to talk about it when there's other people here. I barely.
Yeah.
Not that I don't trust you, but I didn't want anyone to know.
Do you want a hug?
Yes.
Vaacin gives Wall a nice big hug.
Oh, Wall's gonna hug back.
It'll be okay.
Oh.
Right. Well, if you make sure Chekhov's all set up, I don't know how long it's gonna take. How long will it take you to put a scabbard together?
Oh, like 10 minutes.
Cool. I'll leave Scale Edge with you then.
I'll bring them through.
I'll sort of kick everyone up the arse at Troll Skull, and we can head our way in.
Awesome. Can you help me come up with an excuse to get down there as well? I don't want people to suspect me, you know.
Oh, it's the very easy one of... and just sort of gesticulates towards the cat in the other room.
Oh, yeah.
In the other room.
Oh yeah, we can say that Chakov thought that their
Yeah.
girlfriend is down there or something. I don't know.
Or, you know, we've left it a few days. It's probably time to go back. Otherwise, the
Yeah.
tail goes cold.
Yeah.
There's our reason.
I think they probably do like people trading down there, so that might be a good place to look for the girlfriend anyways. So
Yeah.
That's a good shout.
yeah, I'm gonna do the dishes, make the scabbard, and then I'll be with you.
Yeah.
Awesome. That should give everyone time to get dressed and ready.
Awesome.
Cool. In a bit.
See
Sort
ya.
of heads
Toya.
the way out.
Toya, could you just roll me an acrobatics check?
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, my thingy closed. Hold on. I think I accidentally closed my thing. Acrobatics, acrobatics, acrobatics. Where are you? There you are. Ka-tunk.
Okay.
Nice.
Vaacin, and if Wol follows you in, or at least turns to look, as you turn back, Chakos has managed to aim the light at the top of one of the shelves, and Toya is just pounced on top of it, and is sort of stood on one of the shelves. Like,
Chakov, why did you aim up there?
How
In-
many weapons are on this shelf?
Yeah.
Chakov.
Yeah.
Okay.
in full cat attack stance.
Okay.
Chak-
Check off.
Chakov.
Cover the mirror. And Vaacin sort of just steps in a position just so that if Toya fumbles after the light disappears, he's there to catch. Because this looks like it's going to go so wrong.
And as soon as the light disappears, as Toya, Chakov lowers the mirror, the light disappears. Toya leaps down in a smooth motion and just lands on the ground.
Yeah.
Right, cool.
It's
Let's
gone
go.
again. That damn light. Did you guys see the light? That thing pops up so often, and I can never seem to catch it. It's so weird.
I like the light. I get the light manifesting in my sword every once in a while. Very useful.
Wait, do you know what it is? Because I swear to God, it just disappears. Disappears and disappears, and then I try to catch it, and I swear I have caught it, but then it's gone. Like, I know I put my hands on it, but it's gone. Where'd it go?
I don't know.
That's so weird.
I normally get covered with it whenever I try to do very, very intense athletic stuff. So maybe it's my fault. Who knows?
Oh, well, you're not so bad, so that's okay if it is your fault.
Yay. Also, let's go grab the others. That we went to find your girlfriend.
Yes,
And
good.
we've had an idea. If we can't find a fresh lead when we get back down there,
Huh?
Skullport.
Oh, poor.
They've got to sell people down there.
I'm not entirely sure how I feel about how confident you are about that, but okay.
I mean, it's called Skullport.
I know,
Like,
but
it's-
you just said it with such conviction. It was a little concerning.
I'm a
Wol just
paladin.
pops his head down the
Everything.
corner, and it's like they definitely sell people down there. It's like real shady. You can also
Oh.
buy meth. Every time I go there, they offer me meth.
What's
What the fuck
meth?
is meth?
It's like, like Wal just kind of like pops his head out again. And is like, never find out.
Okay.
Gonna go back to like cleaning up.
I can't think of two characters that would be worse to see on meth than Vaacin and Toya.
A tabaxi on meth? Oh my god. Probably not the best idea out there.
Just the eyes just go wider and wider.
I can see sounds.
Sir Dribble says, "Oh, meth.
Oh.
Meth talk. Must be D.
D&D. Yep.
It's from
Aye,
other stuff. It's
dribbles.
fine. It's from the Nine Hells.
Do you guys
Is
spice?
this-
Spices.
Just imagine Tabaxial catnip.
Oh my god, yeah. Is there catnip down there as well?
So,
Catnip?
Yeah, I think so.
No. She said, Zara said I'm not supposed to have that anymore because it's bad, and I'm a good girl. Really? Is how much?
Vaacin, as you and
Like, can you hook me up? Cause
I don't do drugs.
I just sort of gently just push Toya out of Maul's house as we walk towards Troll's Skull. Because I feel like this conversation won't end unless Toya is just not here anymore.
You want that scabbard?
See you in a bit? Yeah!
Bye!
It doesn't count as a drug if it's just catnip, it's just grass, right?
Okay, it's okay, Toya. It's okay. There's
It's
just
really
there.
not.
It's like there is a moment where it's just like, oh no, do I need to cast do I need to use lay on hands to cure a drug addiction? Catnip addiction.
you head back to Trollskull, and Nuri and Nefira, are you in the common room when they arrive back?
Yeah, I'll be in the common room, but I'll be like sitting there with like a small little journal out and going over a couple of bits.
So, dungeon?
Oh, you're back. Yeah, do we have anything particular in mind going deep into the mad dungeon?
To sort of just point my thumb straight at Toya. This one still has a missing girlfriend, and we've left it 2 days? 3 days? I've lost.
About
is it 2
3
weeks or
days
3
you've been
days?
up on the surface at this
About
point.
3.5 days since, so yeah, kind of need to do that.
But got an idea. Well, had a brilliant idea. And if we don't find a good lead today, we could try Skullport. I don't know how to get there, but maybe we could ask somebody before we go down. But like, could head down. Maybe find some what are they called? People merchants?
Slave traders?
That is the politically correct term, yeah.
Nefira, Nuri, could you both roll me history checks?
Gladly.
I can't because obviously I don't have.
That thing, yes.
I'm not on my computer.
Nuri, let me roll you a history check.
Look, Vaacin doesn't know about slave merchants or flesh traders or any of these rather grim, brutal terms, because he's a sweet, innocent, like, cinnamon roll. He's a cinnamon roll with a big sword.
Nefira,
Yes.
you know that Skullport is on... Sorry, my brother's just posted people merchants is an excellent term.
It is an excellent term.
That's where I was talking to.
You know that Skullport is a an area sort of between the levels 3 and 4 of the dungeon. It's sort of on your way down from the 3rd level to the 4th level is this separate area of subterranean area called Skullport. You're not 100% sure how to reach it because you and by extension the rest of the group have not been that far down yet.
How far have we gone down? Only 2 levels.
You have made it to the 2nd level, but you almost immediately turned around and came out again once you got to the 2nd level.
I mean, we did
Right.
perform a coup.
You did take over a goblin village there, so you didn't entirely run straight away. You took over and installed a political leadership of this strange goblin civilization there.
Yes, you do.
Goblins deserve their own republic, as long as we're in charge.
Well, to be fair, I got it in my notebook. I need to go back and check on one of them, so it's on the way.
Yeah.
Nuri, you do know a little bit more because you rolled a very high history check. You will have heard rumors and warnings and sketchy tales of the Port of Shadow, a grim, cutthroat outpost of civilization where adventurers can resupply and take refuge within the Undermountain. Again, none of you know how to get there other than it's somewhere between the 3rd and 4th levels of the dungeon. But you've heard of it, you've heard references to the Port of Shadow, as well as the name Skullport. And you would know that it has over the years been held, claimed, or occupied by various Durgar, Drow, dwarves, craze wizards, slavers, people merchants, and pirates.
2 of those things are the same, but they just rebranded.
Gonna say, it sounds like a good time.
You don't know who is in charge at the moment. But as both the slavers and people merchants, it seems a likely place that if someone was missing through nefarious means, they might end up in Skullport. You also know the tagline that my brother has just put in chat, which is, "Come to Skullport. It's surprisingly not all meth."
Whoa, just giving us a bad name. Ignore him.
98% meth, 2% catnip.
2% catnip.
Catnip?
And I have the image of the entirety of Skullport burning down, but everyone just being really chill about the whole thing.
So, are you guys ready to re-enter the dungeon?
It is.
Yes.
Also, it's funny you mentioned that you need to go to Skullport. I also have business to attend to in Skullport.
Oh, that's convenient.
It is.
I have a girlfriend that needs rescuing.
I'm quite glad that everybody just trusts Vaacin not enough for this very bad deception to not all be incited.
Look, as far as Nefera is concerned, you're a paladin and you have a blade from a dragon. A metallic dragon at that. I trust you not to lie.
That's why we'll ask you to lie for him.
You spend a few hours.
Terrible decision, really.
Before we head down, John, it only occurred to me as we got in here.
Yes.
You know that that cursed sword that I gave to some magicians to research?
Yes.
How long did they say before they could do anything?
They said
with
it would take a while. They didn't give an exact amount of time.
Cool. I'm not gonna bother chasing that up then.
It's not likely to have happened yet. I think they were basically along the lines of probably at least 3 weeks.
Cool.
Or 2 10 days.
Or, yeah,
as they do.
2 to 3 10 days.
Cool.
You spend a couple of hours packing up your equipment and readying supplies and gathering your new scabbard and sword from Wolf's shop.
Wallace used this time to try and teach Chakov a little bit about like leatherwork. He's like talking him through it for the like 10 minutes. He's like making the scabbard and being like, "There's some like scrap leathers you can practice with if you'd like. It's kind of smelly, so wash your hands." Giving him some books to read. And hands the scabbard over. One's like done a little like press of a little dragon. Very simple, just little press. And hands it over to
Aw.
Vaacin with the sword. He's also got like some like cheap, like very like cruddy reclaimed timber for the goblins that he's gonna bring down with him. Because the goblins wanted some timber. So he's like, right, I've got my rations, Chakov, good luck. I'd say contact me if you need anything, but I literally don't know how I do that. I'll be back soon, okay?
Take your time, boss. I will sell it. There is lots here that is not sold yet. I will sell it.
Oh. And you're gonna do a great job. Bye!
Bye. Also, Drew posted, 2% catnip is a 100% increase from last year.
Hell yeah.
Catnip?
What have we done?
You guys head back over to the yawning portal. And and I'm just trying to find my D&D notes for this group. There it is. As you make it known that you are heading down into the yawning portal back into the Undermountain,
Are they still taking odds on us going down?
they are taking odds on you going down.
I'll throw 10 platinum in.
They are putting... You will get a little payout if you come back within the next 5 to 10 days. You will get a much larger payout if you are down there for longer than that.
Ooh.
I reckon we'll be fine.
I like this idea.
Everyone bought enough
die.
snacks for the trip.
Yeah, we're gonna need to pack a lot of rations if we're gonna be down there for a while. I look at Vaacin.
Like,
Don't worry, guys.
I packed up like
That's-
10 days rations before we left.
Okay, good.
Not only that, but like, it's super easy to just cook things out of the things that are down there, so you don't even worry about it.
I don't want to eat like goblins. That's gross.
Oh, actually, that reminds me. Did we ever cook that? Have we eaten that
If you're
stuff again
hungry
yet?
enough, you'll eat anything, honey. That's how hunger works.
Ooh, actually, yeah. I think
Just a sigh.
I'm looking forward to that Sahagin meat. Been looking forward to that.
So who could name intelligent creatures?
But when they're trying to kill you,
Nope, they're still intelligent creatures, even if they're trying to kill you.
Look, if a dragon will do it, I'll do it.
I'm just gonna sigh.
the Hogwin's done.
Start head down at the portal.
Please all mark off 1 gold piece for the heading down the portal.
I'm also gonna say that Wolf spent some money on rations.
Okay.
I'm not gonna roleplay that out.
You buy
Oh,
some
sorry,
rations.
I just bought
I buy
10
rations.
days worth of rations. So I think they're readily available everywhere.
Like how everybody else is buying it, I'm just like, yeah, I'm just raiding the kitchen.
Do you
I'm such
guys...
If you're raiding the kitchen of Troll Skull, you're paying for it, sunshine.
Only when you find out.
Do you guys want to effectively fast travel back to the 2nd level of the dungeon?
Yes.
please.
Because you know how to get
because-
there.
No, because that's not where our lead on Toya's girlfriend ended. Our lead on Toya's girlfriend ended in the 1st floor.
You don't know if there's going to be anything to follow at this point from the 1st floor. You do know that the drow that were members of that house occupied a lower level.
I think we should just head down. Thing is, it's been 3 days. They've definitely started to move the way down, especially if they've, had us to, weaken their numbers.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's up to Toya.
Hmm.
Let's go set things on fire. Because
Cool.
if there's any sure way of finding my girlfriend, it's setting shit on fire.
I take that back. I leave it to Nefira.
Why did it
What
to me?
did I say?
I don't think setting fires in this enclosed space is going to do anyone any favors. Just die of smoke inhalation.
Well,
Nef-
no, see, the idea is you smoke out the bad guys.
Just, but if
Nefira,
she's been
as it's
kidnapped,
being
she
left to you, do you want to fast travel down to the 2nd level?
Yeah, let's check up on Goblin Village. My money's on Goblin Republic has collapsed into a Goblin dictatorship.
Almost definitely.
Well, the Bronze King will come along and kick them into shape.
Well, I brought them wood, so maybe we can.
No.
They're not going to use the wood, are they?
Probably not, no.
Does no one trust me? I don't get it.
If we trust you, it's just setting things on fire underground is a very stupid idea.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think so, but go off, I guess?
It's very rare that Vaacin's this blunt, apparently.
You descend down in the little rickety bucket lift and make your way through the 1st level of the dungeon, finding your way down to the staircase that you took previously to lower yourselves down onto the 2nd level of the dungeon, and you follow it down and down until you arrive back at the 2nd floor of the dungeon.
And Underscum, that's why Zalfanis is one of the best wrestlers in the entire monastery. I mean, seriously, you need to give it a go at some point. Like, ooh. We have
You
to head up
are
that way?
so wrong. Like, it is so not. You are so wrong on so many different levels. Obviously. I mean, have you even heard of Bob the Doom Chicken? This guy was amazing. He is still a legend.
I mean, I've never heard of Bob the Doom Chicken, but
You
I'll
kidding?
wager
You
money.
haven't?
I'll wage money that my guy can beat your guy.
Bob the Doom Chicken is probably the most capable fighting sentient chicken.
As you
ever.
get to this point, could I get perception checks from... Well, actually, I can do it like this, can't I? I'm going to press this button and press this button.
I get nervous when he says things like that.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's so fun.
Yeah, he
That
really
is
will
neat.
roll. Oh god, I rolled a 12. Ugh.
Ooh, 20. I don't think that's natural.
Oh, and
So,
I got
Yeah, no.
23 and 22.
Holy moly, mother of mercy.
oh, ick, well done.
Very nice.
Okay. Oh, well, let me catch you up with everybody else.
Apparently everyone except Nefira very much knows what the hell's going on.
I've got my fingers in my ears trying to block out you two talking like wrestling nonsense. Oh my god, it's like soap opera boys grow up.
hey, Wool.
Hi.
Nefira and Toya, you both are so distracted by this conversation that is happening that you don't notice anything. Everybody else, as you get to this corner, you can hear through this wall the sound of harpsichord music playing.
Huh.
Woal and Ick, You can also hear, just on the very edge of... You can hear muffled words coming from slightly further round this corridor. Just the sound of... as, like, words through a door. You can tell they're human speaking, but you can't tell what is being said.
Kind of random.
It is a bit.
Uh,
I love how the one girl with cat ears and super sensitivity doesn't notice.
Yeah, there's just this brief moment of just shush, over, and just like gestures towards where Toya should be listening.
oh, I'm surprised you're not retaliating about the fighting chicken or whatever that was.
No, I just realized that I don't think I've ever told you that I think your horns are really cool.
Huh?
I just think your horns are cool.
Thank you. Well, we've got company. I'm gonna gesticulate to the side. Gonna do like sniff. Can I have a at what it smells like is on the other side of the wall?
Oh, yeah, sure. What do I roll for that?
Wall gets advantage on scent-based checks. But he's already done the advantage, so.
Yeah, you sniff at the wall and try and smell what's on the other side, but no, it's a very thick wall and you can't really pick up anything more on the other side of it than there's stonework here.
This is limestone. Oh, this is nice limestone too.
I'd like to use Divine Sense.
Okay.
I don't know why, but you do notice as I brought flashes of Sherlock Holmes to me.
It's like, I have a good sense of smell.
Let me
Like,
just...
you forget, like, looking at me like, there's honey in there.
Ah yes, there are scratches on this man's iPhone. That means he was clearly an alcoholic and not just always put his iPhone charger in the dark because he's an idiot. Like every human being.
Why did the map turn blue?
My Divine Sense.
Because Divine Sense, and I'm working out exactly what can be sensed.
Ah. Okay. Why is it so hot?
Your Divine Sense picks up on nothing.
It's always the case.
You do notice once again the very much void where Woal should be.
Wall waves. Put it back on.
But
I mean, you don't know I'm using it. It's not
Good point.
like it's literally something I just go and like put an ear to the ether, I guess.
but beyond an absence of Woal, you don't pick up on anything with your Divine Sense.
Not even Haleth.
Other than that as well. Other than the two things you expect to notice with your Divine Sense, you don't pick up on anything unexpected.
Cool.
But as your attention is brought to it, Nefira and Toya, you can hear harpsichord music playing.
Well, that sounds like garbage.
Yeah, I just sort of whisper,
Zara
Underscum,
pulls it better.
Toya, can you two keep arguing about wrestlers for a minute? Well,
Yes, of course I can. I could beat this
Okay.
Bob the Doom chicken.
No you can't. Bob the Doom Chicken, if you don't know, is owned by this really nuts, apparently, what do you call him? The demon thing. What Wall is?
A tiefling.
You don't know?
That thing.
Who's the tiefling?
And
What
this
the hell?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not good with remembering names. It's... Zara says it's because I'm lazy, but that's true.
cool. While that's happening, can Wall and I sort of sneak around the corner?
You certainly can.
Well, I'm
The
gonna
point
sneak.
is-
If Wall doesn't want to sneak, that's up to Wall.
I'm already sneaking. I want to get out of this
Bob-
conversation. I
Oh,
feel
so
Bob the Doom
objectified.
Chicken is an amazing
no.
chicken.
It's not
And
great
apparently
stealth roll.
she's got like... She's on like a winning streak of like 142. So I don't know what kind of wrestling you're watching, but this chicken is insane.
I don't think this chicken does the same kind of wrestling that I do.
Are you sure about that? We're talking like the little circular cages where we pit people against each other in death matches, right?
Oh well.
Yeah,
not
no,
necessarily.
I think Underscum's into a different kind of wrestling.
Not necessarily death matches.
That could be it. That could be it. Yeah, no, Bob the Doom Chicken is like a front runner when you're talking the death fight circuit. It's wild, man. It's wild.
Oh,
Oh, careful, I'm coming around the corner here. I'm invisible.
Underscum
I'm here, by the way.
exploded.
I got to see her once.
What's
Amazing
exploded?
plumage.
I tried to move Underscum and accidentally tokened out from him. Underscum suddenly just...
I've just had the sudden realization. I'm the only one who quite literally has a blinding light attached to him. So stealthing is really silly if the room's not lit. Oh,
Well, just
dear.
gonna be just hold on to the back of my chair and I'll lead you.
Cool. I mean, it's your light spell, so sure.
Yeah, he's gonna shut it off and...
So anyway, when
Cool,
you're
yeah.
talking Bob the Doom Chicken and you're trying to place bets, you actually kind of want to place just a little bit of the bet on whoever Bob the Doom Chicken's going to be face off against. But you want to put the majority of your money on Bob the Doom Chicken because at this point it's just a given that the chicken's going to win. I don't know what it is about that chicken. It is so insanely fast and intelligent. Way too smart for a chicken, but everybody's checked it. It is just a chicken. Now it has had some kind of weird spell on it, so it can like speak common, and I don't even know what's going on there.
Oh, that's just not a normal chicken.
Are you
It
sure
is
it's
a
not
normal
the same
chicken.
Aarakocra in disguise?
No, it's a normal chicken. It's just a chicken. Okay, so from what I understand from somebody who actually knows the tiefling who owns Bob the Doom Chicken, apparently they were like on a quest and the tiefling found the chicken in like a giant's sack when they killed it, and then someone else was like, well, I need to practice this spell, and so they cast it on the chicken and it gave the chicken like a lot more intelligence and allowed it to talk, and so the tiefling, who is I guess, used to be a cage fighter herself. I don't know if she still does it or not. She started putting the chicken in the cage fights, I guess as a joke. But then the chicken got really good at it.
At this point, I'm going to stop Jennifer from speaking for a moment to say that one of you reaches towards the door, I assume.
I'm gonna let our Dragonborn friend do that as I'm currently invisible. I'm here, by the way.
This is going to be a
Careful
fun
with your toes.
moment of the person whose light spell's just been turned off is sort of trying to find a door handle whilst trying to be stealthy. This is a fun combination.
You
Just
Sort of
reach out,
feels
it's
the-
like directly in front of you.
Ah, there we go.
There you are.
Sort of loosen scale edge from the, no doubt, mastercrafted scabbard.
Oh, thank you.
Just to loosen it up so I can pull it if I need to. I just quietly push the door open.
You reach out for the door handle and it turns and you can feel the door starts to move, but it hits onto something on the other side. And the door doesn't open.
How
At all?
open
Or
is
just
the
like-
door?
Yeah.
There's just like a little crack. It's almost immediately hit into something barricading it on the other side.
Oh heck. Wall's gonna kick the bottom of his chair and you hear a little like thunk as a small metallic crab drops off the base. He's gonna hand it to Vaacin and be like, hey, can slide this through the door carefully.
What is it?
It's a crab.
It clicks
So-
a...
Gently put it towards the crack. Very unsettled because, like, I've got a weird crab thing and I can't see.
It's very cold, it's made out of metal.
Sort of like lead it towards where I think the crack in the door is
What?
and just be like,
What does the crab do as it tries to get to the other side?
I'm gonna try and like instruct it to like pull whatever is blocking the door away from the door.
With the crab's statistics, can you roll me an athletics check?
Oh god, what are the stats of an Iron Defender? Iron Defender.
can I give it
Ian-
the help
nope.
action if I push gently on the door?
You can.
Iron
Cool.
Defender. Let's give me something from Eberron. Oh god, what are the stats of the Iron Defender?
One moment.
That's Iron Defender Artificer.
So it is a roll me an advantage with a +3 roll.
Sure, I'll take that.
1d20 +3.
Sick. 2, 3, advantage roll. Oh, that didn't do it twice.
You just press the plus symbol when you hover over the number.
13.
Doesn't come up if you just roll the dice, apparently. You start to push, and the crab starts to try and push its way through, and there's a squeaking of furniture, and you can tell with this you can tell that quite clearly the other side is barricaded with multiple items, but you can't quite push it open at the moment.
Is the other side lit at least?
It is not lit.
Dang. It's like, oh sorry, you're gonna have to stand in the dark for a bit longer. We should really get you some goggles of night vision.
I did buy that sword I did buy that sword the other day, but this one's so much nicer.
I mean, that one is a lot nicer, but you need glasses. You need glasses so badly.
I think that might mess with my look.
It's just, well, it doesn't. We're just gonna sigh and creep back. Wait there.
Oh, okay.
And then gonna go over and be like, Nefira, I'm invisible, but I'm here. Hello?
Who are you?
Sarah.
Strange, invisible voice. I see
Yeah.
that wall.
Yeah, it's me. There's a door that I think is barricaded. You're quite stealthy. Could you help us push it open?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. I'm not fantastically stealthy.
Well, Wolf's just gonna go back over here.
If you wish to attempt to stealth up towards the door, could I get a stealth check, please?
Oh, I really wish you didn't say that. For an 8.
Okay.
It's a bad sign when the paladin's stealthier than the warlock.
Claim the bag full of jingly things.
And then, as you get to the door, do you want to try and push it, Nefira, or do you want to give Vaacin advantage?
I will give Vaacin advantage.
And the crab shall also push.
The
Or
crab
pull.
is also there.
The crab is here.
Cool.
You
So
all
Vaacin
start
sort
to
of-
heave.
Yeah. I sort of try and see if there's anything like a solid beam in the door, or anything I can sort of brace against. Full body squat,
Okay.
and then try and do this.
Roll me.
Just a strength check.
Oh shit.
Yeah, just no, athletics with advantage.
Athletics with advantage. That's
You
only a
want-
15. I'm not rolling well today.
The door slowly slides open. And
Awesome.
and as it slides open, Nefira and Vaacin and Wol, you can all see into the room, and you see a humanoid figure stood at a large table, a large stone table covered with dusty alchemical equipment and various vials of fluids and bubbling contraptions and various solids stand on the table, and the figure is facing away from the door and just picking up vial and shaking it or stirring a thing and putting it back
Why is it
over a
always
fire.
fluids? Why is it always fluids?
Ball's gonna be like, oh god, we need to get you some goggles.
Is there light in this room, John?
There is not light in this room.
We need to get you some night vision goggles.
We need to get some
A-
I just sort of reach for my discus and I just sort of wave it in the direction of Wall's voice.
Wall will take it and just be like, give me a second, give me a second. Now, I have just remembered that artificers have item infusions.
Yeah, they do.
I've only used. I've got one on my gun and I've one on my bag. Can I use that third one to make this a discus of if you hold it you can see things in the dark? Because I know it needs to be goggles, but Walsh is gonna be like, fuck it. If he doesn't want to wear them, I'm just gonna give it to him as a discus.
Sure. I think that's how that works.
That's definitely how that. Walsh just gonna kind of like grumble
make
something.
You make a discus of seeing things in the dark without needing goggles or light.
Yes.
Some might call it a discus of night vision, but not Wole apparently.
This is the pettiness that he's currently at. He's gonna give it back to Vaacin and be like,
The
"Don't
discus.
lose this."
You get the discus of fine be that way.
This is what you get for not wearing glasses.
This is, oh god, that's gonna be weird for Vaacin because Vacin's used to Wall hitting this and putting light on it, not hitting it and finally being able to see in the dark. That's
Vaacin,
Like-
you get it. You get it back, and as you take it, you know that it's not lit up. But as soon as you take it, your field of vision expands. But it's weird. The color is gone. But you can see out to 60 feet.
It's
It's
very
a
much
discus of color blindness. Are you happy now?
I don't know what a perturbed expression is on a Dragonborn, but that's what you're seeing.
Sorry, I don't mean to be wrathy. I haven't had my morning. I haven't my third breakfast of the day. I'm sorry. I'm really hungry.
But you can all now see this humanoid figure, crazy hair sticking out at all angles, a long robe on. He's just sort of moving various grayscale fluids from one place to another and fiddling with dials so that they dribble through pipes in convoluted ways and drip onto other substances or mix with other substances.
Always the fluids.
Well, what's he doing?
Yeah. I don't know.
You're the smart one.
Walsh is gonna kind of
He's being a
squint.
clumsy old man.
I'm invisible still. I'm gonna. How clear is the barricade right now?
It's moved enough that you could probably get into the room.
Right, well, invisible as he casts invisibility is gonna move into the room slightly so we can get a better look at what's going on.
Okay.
Ah, for God's sake. I don't like that you
You
immediately
alert the
measured.
dogs.
You've alerted the dogs
Smell you.
apparently.
I'm so sorry.
That's alright. It was like perfectly timed.
Insight, investigation or insight?
Give me an Arcana check.
I'm gonna check.
There's nothing out there. Nothing out
11.
As you get into the room, you can hear that the figure is speaking. But observing, looking at it from this distance, the vials, the chemicals, the substances, they aren't anything that you can make out. And he is speaking absolute gobbledygook.
I'll just move back and be like, yeah, he's not doing anything, as in, like, he's batshit insane. I'll say it quietly.
So we rush him?
He's like, I think he's just an old man.
Alright, if you stay invisible, I'll...
Mad question. What hair colour has he got?
It appears to be grey.
Well, that's a pain. Well, yeah, let's rush him.
Okay, well, not quite rushing him. That's not what my plan is. If you don't mind me taking the lead.
Go for it.
Sure.
Vaacin just sort of trots into the room and just says quite
Okay.
loudly, and
I'm going to just stop you before you trot too much further into the room, because as soon as you step here, his voice echoes out across the room. Terrible and painful magical death! Fireballs and lightning bolts be gone!
Do you all hear this, or is this just Vaacin?
You all hear this. It has spoken, and it's spoken quite loudly, and everybody down the corridor can hear it as well.
Wait, was that a threat or a declaration that magic won't work?
Is this...
You know
Is
what?
this
I asked that
something
as a
you-
question. I asked that question.
It is a declaration!
Oof.
Ah,
is-
well, good. I don't use magic.
It is a threat! Be gone from this place and leave me to do my work undisturbed.
Well, we're not. I'll just shout rather. We're not here to disturb you. We're looking for the well, two things, I guess, that maybe is the same thing. We're looking for a girlfriend, a dwarf. Is it a dwarf? What did she say it
No,
was a
she's
dwarf?
an elf.
An elf. We're looking for like an elf and also Skullport, if you know where that is.
No elf here. Don't know Skullport. Be gone. Leave me.
Okay.
Can I just like try and use persuasion to get them to start talking like we're not horrible people?
You can attempt it. You notice at this point as well, he hasn't turned.
Cool. Just roll persuasion. Ooh, that's not a terrible roll. Look, buddy. Don't want to hurt you. Look at me. I'm basically the poster boy for Goody Two Shoes over here.
Yes.
See, even the person in the wheelchair thinks so. Like, and you can always trust people in wheelchairs.
Thanks.
Sorry, I apologise to the world for that remark. That was terrible.
If you could see him right now, he'd look offended.
As he should from that remark.
I'm so sorry. It's like, look, to be honest, I'm mostly just curious of what a great and powerful, I'm guessing, alchemist from the potions is doing. Like, you want to show me?
As
Like, I'm curious.
as you get behind it, in a very weird and jerky movement, it turns to face you. Its head moving slightly ahead of the rest of it as it turns around to face you. I am working to cure the filth fever.
I'm gonna very quietly just be like,
What the hell's that?
5
fever.
silver says that's an Ublex.
And as you
Just
get
to-
closer, you can see the robe, the cloak that's draped over it, has dozens of cloth eyes sewn into it.
Okay, nature, religion, history. What do I need to roll to know what the hell an Ublex is and what this thing is?
That's a nope. That's what that is.
It's just got eye patterns over it.
I think it's it's a cloak of eye. Oh, I think that might be a cloak of eyes. Walt doesn't say that's out of character. Walt's just like, I reckon that's an Ublex that's gonna eat our friends' brains. What do you reckon that is?
I mean,
My money's still on.
sounding like
Nope.
something quite nasty, but yeah, is there a roll we can make for that kind of thing?
You can attempt an Arcana check.
Well, why not? +0, let's go.
Yeah,
I'm
same-
feeling lucky.
Yeah, pretty
same
lucky.
for me. No, that was mine. That was first.
Yep.
Less lucky.
I don't. It turns out it's apparently Vaacin is not actually as thick as he looks.
Vaacin, you've heard of Ublexes. They're a type of slime creature.
Oh, not another one.
Somewhat more sentient than slimes you've faced previously. Able to eat the mind of their victims and then use them as sort of a lure to cause other people to approach. Sort of an anglerfish of slimes.
This is working far too well.
You would notice with a 19 that an ooblex can't split itself, and so there would always be a slime tether back to the host slime of an ooblex lure. Roll me a perception check.
Oh no. Oh wow.
It's over me on wall.
You don't see a
19.
tether.
Oh no.
I
I
give
was so happy for a second. No.
I give 5 silver to Nefera. No. I've got to say, the music's loud, I'm like, my brain's melting. I give you 5 silver, because I lost the bet. Oh, damn it.
Wait, no,
Okay,
you said
I
it was an
didn't.
ooblex.
I said 5, because you didn't see it, so it's not an ooblex, so I'm down.
Okay, I didn't agree to the bet, but I'll take it. I'll give it back to you if there is an oobleck up ahead.
Okay, well, it was that guy, but okay.
It shuffles
So-
around the table so that it's now facing the table again and still facing towards you. And it just starts working again, just picking up various bottles and shaking the vials and moving the equipment around.
This feels like a situation we should,
Be gone from this place.
I, as a disembodied voice, is like, I'm actually an artificer. What are you trying to make? I can lend a hand if you need.
None can assist Hallister in this project.
Hallister?
Yes, I am Hallister Blackcloak. Be gone from
Well,
this
that-
place, or else terrible death shall await you.
I mean, it's like, I mean, but I've kind of been there, done that kind of thing.
You
But-
know that Hallister is the name of the mad mage of the dungeon.
Sick. Like, well, Mr. Hallister, this door, I'll point of, you can't see me. The door behind you, could we go through? We're looking for, something.
As long as you are gone from this place and leave me to my work.
Okay, cool. Well, just gonna go to the door and just,
Yep, I ain't gonna
from-
complain with that.
this. I was just when I approached the door, I'm like, you probably should like go get the others at some point,
oh,
right?
someone shout back and get them, maybe. Say just not to attack the old man.
Hang on a second. I need to go get the rest of the party.
Thank you.
I was
Hey
gonna
guys,
do it if you
you're more than welcome to come through. Just leave the old man and his stuff. Don't touch anything. That goes double for you, Egg.
Ah!
I'm not touching nothing.
Yeah,
I'm not touching
so-
nothing.
I said
when-
Ick, not the cat.
Yeah, but I'm just letting you guys know that I'm not gonna knock anything off of like a table.
Yeah, well, whilst Nefira's getting the party, there's just a moment of, that's definitely a new black. Definitely. Couldn't see the tendril though.
I don't. Bro, if it didn't have a tendril, it can't be an ooblex. I thought it was just because, like, you know, they seem to be doing nothing in particular, like a lore thing. But
There's a door here.
Yeah, but Underscone's
Knock
met
knock.
that. Underscone's met that guy.
Toya,
Yeah.
this room is strewn with rotten supplies and the remains of a fire pit. 3 bugbear
Ew.
corpses and a disembodied brain with feet
Yeah.
are heaped in the northeast corner.
Hey guys, I think I found something weird.
I was just gonna look at that. Looks like a room full of corpses.
You
It
see a
is
room full of
of
corpses.
It's
It's
kind
not
of
that
weird.
weird down here.
That's a lot of dead, and that's a lot of spilled wine. I'm very sad.
Oh, there might be 1 or 2 salvageables.
Anyway, this way.
I'd like to check some of the bottles. Any good dates left?
No, any of the dates on the wine in here are
Negligible at
not
best.
great.
Pile of weapons on the floor
It's a fire pit,
and
isn't
a
it?
cauldron.
It's just kind of equipment laying around.
Yeah, fair enough.
Do you look over the bodies at
I feel
all?
like I've gone in a circle.
Oh god.
Might as well whilst I'm here.
The soldiers look over the body.
I'm just going to stop somebody from just running around the entire dungeon complex while we try and do discussions.
This is what we get for using the mirror. They've reverted to their primal state.
No, what it is this is the first session that Angels actually joined on the Foundry. And so they're just running around in their normal state of, I'm just going to explore everything.
Well, I mean, isn't that the point?
You also
I'm
need to
trying
let
to
me describe things.
It's a bunch of empty hallways. What is there to describe?
You don't know that there are a bunch of empty hallways until I describe that there are a bunch of empty hallways.
In fairness, the last time I ran down an empty hallway without letting John describe it, an ooze tried to kill me.
You ran into an ooze.
Yeah,
Fair.
literally, like, head first, died without being able to do anything.
Right.
Kinda brutal.
Fair. Okay.
Searching the corpses of these bugbears,
As you do.
you find a scrap of parchment, and on it is written, "As many as there are stars in the sky."
In what language?
Common.
This is either an ego boost about something, or a very weird poem for someone's romance life, I'm guessing. What do you make of this, Nefera?
Someone has like a massive ego, and I'm annoyed by it.
Zara.
I feel like there's subtext there.
Toya, as you're on your zoomies
Yes.
run, could I get a perception check, please?
Yas. Hold on.
Also, who gave the cat stuff for zoomies?
That would be me.
Okay.
It's fine.
Before you
Toya's
shot off
tough
down
enough
this
to get
side,
shot.
Right.
you notice that this wall, there's sort of an inconsistency in it, as if it was, say, a door.
Oh, what is this? Can I smack it?
Yes.
I'ma smack it.
Okay.
Hold on.
The wall opens.
Oh, I didn't even have to.
I've got to ask, canonically, does Toya have ADHD? A Tabaxi with ADHD? Because this is what it feels like.
I like all cats
Quite
have ADHD.
possibly?
You enter a dusty old room. Embedded in the middle of the north wall is a stone archway that seems to go and just display a wall behind it. You don't see any reason for an archway to be here.
This is fucking weird.
There are the frame of the arch is engraved with images of falling coins, and you can see the very top keystone has a tiny slot in it.
Sort of pat in her pockets for loose change.
Okay, you have...
The arch has to go somewhere, but it's obviously a magic arch because if I'm remembering my count right, that would just lead to the hallway. So it's a magic arch. But if it's got coins in a little slot, then I probably need to put money in it. I'm a genius.
You have
Money.
4 copper pieces, 7 silver pieces, or 381 gold pieces, or 16 platinum pieces.
Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna openly admit I don't know much about the actual coins of D&D, but do the coin engravings look like any of the specific coins? Like, do they have the mark of a bronze coin or a gold coin or a silver coin or platinum
They
coin?
would all be the they would all be the shape of a gold piece.
So, let's... Okay, so she's got a gold piece in the thing then. Let's put this in the slot.
You reach up and put a gold piece in the slot, and the coin sits in the slot for a second, and then disappears.
Oh, shit.
And the gate, the archway ripples, and sort of a watery surface spreads in that space, and just waves sort of ripple, a shining light, and you just hear a voice in your head. Turn back. You are not prepared for danger that lies ahead. And the ripple
Is this...
stops.
Wait, come back. I want to ask a question. I'm gonna put another gold coin in.
You are not prepared.
Wait, before you go, can I just ask a quick question? Please.
Fine.
Does this very lovely arch that accepts gold coins lead to Skullport?
No. This leads much further down, past Skullport.
Do you know how I can get to Skullport?
Head down to the 3rd level and keep going. And the gate disappears.
Thank you. I don't know if you can hear me, but thanks. Hey guys! So she's gonna just literally run right back the way she came. I think I did something smart. I feel accomplished. Whee! She gets the zoomies right back to the room.
Oh, hello.
You just hear...
Why can't I move the map? There we go.
I feel like there's this moment of just as Toya speeds past, just goes for the scruff, just like, stop. Please just stop.
I found a clue.
To Skullport?
Yes! The lady in the arch who says that she's way past Skullport says we need to get to floor 3. She says definitely on floor 3.
That's nice. Who was the lady in the arch?
I don't know, but she said we weren't prepared to go through the arch because we're not strong enough, so we should probably not go through there.
Okay.
What?
Okay,
we know-
so
Okay.
I smashed down a wall because it looked like a door, but it kind of wasn't, but it kind of was, and it went into this kind of white space between the walls, and then there was this big stone arch, and you have to put a gold coin in, and then it ripples like water, and then this lady kept telling me that I couldn't go through because I wasn't prepared, and so I asked her, okay, that's fair, but I gave her a second gold coin, and I asked her if like we could get to Skullport through the portal, and she said no, this is far beyond Skullport. And so I asked her where Skullport was, and she said Skullport is on floor 3 and a little further. So I'm gonna trust the Archlady, because if she's strong enough to be way down in the dungeon, then she probably knows what she's talking about. Yep, absolutely, yep. Where'd they go?
Woel and Vaacin, you find yourself in a dusty room with several footprints on the floor in the dust. A large archway covers the entire north wall, and you can see it's got the artwork of gold coins falling, and the central keystone of the arch has a coin slot in it.
Well, just gonna look at it and be like, huh, I guess this is it.
Must be. Sort of, Vaacin reaches into his pouch, flicks up a gold coin and puts it in.
The gold coin disappears, and the wall, the archway ripples, turn back. You are not prepared for the danger that lies ahead. You both hear in your heads.
That's fair.
Don't upset the
You're-
nice
well,
wall lady.
We were just curious about what your name is.
I
Well,
cannot
I was
say.
curious. It felt
Oh.
He'll know I'm here.
Yep.
It's too dangerous.
Also, do you know what that dude in the other room's all about? The I forget how to say the word, John.
Halas. You think?
Hallister.
Halas.
Well, like the Hallister that is definitely not the actual Hallister.
I do not.
Okay.
I just know that you are not ready to face what lies beyond here.
Like,
What
she's
is-
clearly on the other side of the arch. How would she know?
What is on the other side?
A lower level than you can survive.
See, I told you. Why does no one ever trust me?
It's not that I don't believe you, Toya. I was trying to get more. But
And
alright,
the
well,
archway disappears.
Like,
Damn it!
she already answered. Or a woman's probably trying to take a nap. So I'm assuming it's a woman. Kind of sounded like a woman.
It was a
Sounded
woman's
like
voice.
a pretty. Okay.
well, before we stampede any further, there was a well that we walked past on the way through. We might
Oh
want
yeah.
to take a look at what that was.
It was a well.
Just before, just before the dude that definitely isn't the actual dude that's in charge of this place.
You also hear coming from this corridor, harpsichord music.
Oh, that's the
Oh, wait,
harpsichord
yeah.
music we heard.
Oh, I'm sure we can double
Let's
back.
go to the sound of the
So
player.
we're going this way?
I'm gonna also move the rest of the party up to you guys.
Go for it.
Please.
I'm still invisible, so I can go on ahead.
Vaacin does this very careful tap around this like tiny random 2x2 square that definitely could hold an ooze in it.
Okay.
Just doing his little paranoid check. Just tap 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 tap.
There is no ooze.
Nefira is, I was going to say, Nefira is constantly checking up in the ceiling, just in case.
Oh no.
No, nothing worse than drop creepers.
Are you sure? We've got a hyperactive cat.
Toya.
Oh,
There's a piano.
And as the rest of the group gets here, everybody else. You see a harpsichord in the middle of the room, and as soon as you enter the room, it stops.
Oh. Oh. Huh.
The harpsichord itself is made of bone.
That's not creepy at all.
Human, dwarf, ogre, and halfling fingers.
Ew.
Okay, if this thing is legit and just plays itself, shall we check to see if it's like actually cursed or anything? Because
Is
imagine
that a
if
skull?
imagine if we could have that like playing in Troll Skull, live music without having to pay anyone.
Is that a skull? That looks like a skull. I'm gonna try and talk to it. Hello? I wonder what happened. Can I poke it with my sword just to see if it reacts? Is
It
a minute?
plays a note. Oh, are you poking
No.
the skull?
I want to poke the skull.
There
Just
is a
gently.
skull there. It doesn't move.
Okay, then I'm gonna
Can it
poke
be
it.
moved?
No, it's part of the instrument.
Yeah.
You see from here. Where is it?
wait, we heard talking before. Where did the talking come from?
That
Talking
was
was-
Dude.
the
Dude.
Oh, that was.
Alistair,
Okay. I
yes.
thought there was like he was just talking to himself.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad
Alistair
being
being
mad.
Alistair.
I won't lie, we've talked to a door already today. I'm very tempted just to have a conversation with the piano and see if it works.
I know, right? Toya's gonna like get on all fours and see if there's anything to see under it.
Toya, as you sit at the piano, or sit at the harpsichord, sorry,
Right.
You turn around to look at the rest of the group for a second, and you notice on the north wall, you can just about make out a single measure of musical notes. They're faded and difficult to read, but you can make out a single measure.
So hold on. Do, re, mi.
Are you
Got it.
proficient with an instrument?
Probably not.
Let me check.
Though, knowing me, I probably threw that in there as a kind of why.
I made your character.
You did, so hopefully you threw that in there as a why. Like something arbitrary.
Let me double check. I don't know if this one is, because this one... No, you aren't proficient with a musical instrument.
Do, re, mi.
Is anyone in the room proficient with musical instruments?
I mean, I don't have my sheet, so
I just checked and I'm not.
Nefira?
No, I'm not. Give me a second, I'll have a look at Nuri's.
No, Nuri is not proficient with the musical instruments.
Underscum's a bard, he should be proficient.
Underscum is proficient.
Let's grab Underscum.
Underscum, buddy!
Oh shit. I popped
Do
it
you
over
know
there.
how to play any instrument at all? Yes, the drums. Is that like a piano? Well, they're sort of similar.
Close enough. You hit it and it makes noise.
Yep.
What?
Toya is pressing keys. Hold on.
His
Wait, okay.
his
So if
his proficiencies are horn and bagpipes.
Heck.
I do this.
I mean, he should be able to read notes at least.
We're gonna give this a go.
B, C,
Can holla.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Underscum comes into the room, Toya, and just sort of ushers you out of the way
Hey.
and looks at the musical notes and plays the haunting music.
It's gonna end so badly.
And then the harpsichord starts shaking.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sugar.
This one's not my fault.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Don't say that.
Well,
Don't say that.
Toya, why is that your priority?
That's not my fault. I didn't do it this time. He did it.
oh dear.
Oh no.
Well, I don't think I've killed Ben's character.
Understand? Buddy, are you okay?
As he plays the piano, as he plays on the harpsichord, the harpsichord starts shaking, and you can see black, smoky energy just writhing out of the harpsichord and up his arms. And
I'm beginning to think that playing a harpsichord made out of bone was a bad idea.
screams as the flesh is eaten from his hands. The harpsichord itself collapses into pieces. And you can see a scroll lying in the remains of the harpsichord.
Why don't I pick that up while someone heals Scum? I'll go pick that up.
I give like 10 points of lay on hands to Underscum.
Okay.
I am not picking this shit up with my hands, so I'm kind of gently gonna try and scoop it up with my sword. Sort of like loop the scroll around the blade of the sword.
Vaacin, the flesh of both of Underscum's hands has been eaten away, and you can just see skeletal hands.
Maul's gonna roll over and be like, huh.
They
Gonna see
Send me
you-
a bit.
They're
Is any of
still
it returning
they're
as I lay
still
on hands?
flexing, but the hands, the bone and musculature has been eaten away.
Huh.
Can I do
You
a
mean the
medicine
skin and the
check?
musculature, honey?
The flesh and the musculature has been eaten away.
Can I do like a medicine check to figure out how to return his hands to him?
You have no idea. This is not
Oh.
standard medicine.
Oh dear.
Alright.
I officially declare this piano cursed, and no one is going to touch. Well, the harpsichord cursed. No one
It's
is.
well, it's fallen to pieces.
Broken anyway.
Yeah,
so.
it is pieces on the ground now.
Okay,
Good.
Toya is very carefully gonna lay the scroll on the ground off of her sword and kind of try and unroll it with her sword.
Okay.
She's sure as hell isn't touching it.
Anyone trained in magic want to read the scroll?
I don't have proficiency in magic, but I am an artificer.
If anyone is a spellcaster, they can read the scroll and ascertain what it does.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I'll go.
Well,
We'll just
probably
go
try.
over and use a mage hand, drop in invisibility to pick it up and read it.
Whoa, this is a scroll of raised dead.
It's like, huh. It's like it's a raised dead scroll.
And it's very handy. Let's not lose it.
Andy, really? You don't think that's just a little insensitive right now?
I'm sure it'll be fine. You know, I actually have some really cool prosthetic hands that, like, I have in my shop. They're great, so I'm sure I'm just gonna, you know,
I mean, they seem to work.
They're
we'll
just
give
a
them some
little
gloves for now.
bony.
Are you alright, Underscum? Do we need to worry?
Reaction will come later.
Hunter's comes in shock.
God, Ben's gonna come back and be like, "What the fuck did you guys do to my character?"
And we're all just gonna sit there and point at John and go, "It was him."
I was.
Um,
I didn't want you to get into this room without him here and do that, but
just slowly edge towards the door because, oops.
Oh, well, I was
I,
gonna give the raised dead scroll to my cleric.
no.
Yeah, you could. No, you have a
you
raised dead
gain a scroll of raised dead.
Ray's dead.
Okay.
I will note that onto your character sheet for you.
Before
mean-
we all disappear out the room, I want to do just one last check around the room to see if anything's sort of hidden away. Like a
You-
warning that we should have heeded.
You don't see anything.
It seems
I mean,
fine.
the fact that it's made out of bone probably should have been enough of a warning. In hindsight. I mean, if you find something made of bone with a skull on it, that's generally cursed. Or a big old red flag that says, "Do not touch this fucking item." But, I'm not very good at forethought, so, yeah.
I'm going to take the easy route of I can be the DM and move people through walls.
Hey, where has everyone gone?
I assume back down this way.
Yep, heading up and out.
Ah, shit.
Let's not mention to the crazy guy that we broke his piano. I don't
Good
think
idea.
he'll appreciate
Excuse
it.
me, Hallister, we're just coming through. Carry on with
Be
your mad
gone.
rambling.
Crazy death, firebolts,
Oh,
lightning
you don't any
balls.
chance have powerful healing magic, do you?
Ha! I'm a wizard.
That's a glass.
You know, some wizards can actually learn healing spells.
Why would I?
It's a glass.
I don't know, if you got a cold.
Oh, you have a
Really
good
useful.
point.
You know, like, you don't need to go to the doctors and get, like, you know, cold medicine. You can just be like, oh, heal.
The man makes his own cold medicine.
He
He's fine.
slaps your hand away.
Oh, you're no fun.
Do you mind if we take any of this wood?
Not even a small one. Something you're
He
not.
hands you
using?
an empty one.
Yay. That. Right off the table.
Be gone.
Yes, sir. Thank you for letting me break something, sir. I appreciate it, sir.
You can take
What
some of the
even?
wood, I guess.
Thank you, sir. That'll be
Like,
good
let's
for
get-
making firewood so that we don't die.
Yeah, I get like a big like proper two-armed bundle of wood for the goblins.
Mr. Alistair, sir?
Hallister.
Hallister, sorry. I was in the hall when you said your name, so I didn't hear it right, my bad. If a really, 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 really beautiful elf girl comes through covered in blood, and she asks about a cat, that's me, and her name is Zara, and she's really sweet and perfect and wonderful. And if she happens to come through, can you let her know that I'm on my way to save her?
Yes, if I see this Zoe, I will let her know.
Zara, honey, Zara.
Zuzu, yes.
Zara.
Pazaza.
I'm
Zozo.
Ah, Zara.
just grab
Exactly.
Toya and pull her away. Like, don't worry.
Thank you, Mr. Hallister. Have a good day. I hope your potions work. Bye.
My potions always work.
I know, but it's, you know, wishing a person good luck is always a good thing.
Good luck. Don't die. I understand that is a thing that you shouldn't do. I've not done it
Yes.
yet. So, you know.
I am not planning on it, and neither are the rest of us. But we did find a scroll, so if one of us does die, we can fix it. So that works. Oh. It was broken when we got in there. Just so you know.
Okay.
We found it that way.
I'm gonna keep working now. Go away.
Yes, sir. Bye, sir. Have a good day.
Let's leave the crazy man to his experiments before he decides to become a lich. Oh, could you imagine
lich?
Alistair is a lich?
La, 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 la.
Okay. Vaacin, and also
That's a
now
well.
Toya. You find in the center of this room a rusted iron hand pump and a deep stone basin.
Is it an empty stone basin?
It is presently an empty stone basin.
Okay, because the picture kind of looks like it's got water in it, so that's why I asked.
I appear to have gone missing. Where am I? I think I'm in the stack. There I am.
There
Sort
you
of
go.
Rest the bundle of wood up against one of the walls. Grab the iron handle with two hands. Give it a bit of a gentle back and forth to see how solid it feels. And if it's really solid, I'm just gonna pull hard
Okay.
to see if anything pumps.
It seems a decent, decently made handle. Roll me a d4.
I never liked that sentence.
You pump, and you hear the sound of, and water starts flooding into the basin, and you get 4 gallons of water.
Nice. Who the fuck is carrying 4 gallons of water? I mean, I suppose I can carry 1, maybe 2, possibly 2. Give me a second, I need to go through my pack. Think maybe I can manage 2. Hold on.
And we could always come back here. It's a well.
Why am I carrying this?
This
Okay.
Bones.
alright,
This explains how the goblins can live down here.
bones.
Yeah, they have infrastructure.
Why do I have a map of Cincinnati? Okay, I don't need that. No.
I don't know why
think
I now
if-
have this image of Toya going through her backpack and like pulling out all these random bits.
Rubber chicken, comically large sunglasses.
John, it looks like there's like indents on this wall on the left-hand side. Is that just my mind playing tricks on me?
That is just your mind playing tricks on you. Yes, that
Photo
that
of
is
I
just
think
Alistair's
correct.
it's the brick
wife.
texture, it's like
Wait
the
a second.
other half.
Hey, Alistair, I have a photo of your wife. I'm not sure how that happened.
What?
Oh god.
Zuka.
Don't aggravate a mad wizard.
Wool and Vaacin. As you get down to this crossroads, you can see a door in this direction and what appears to open out into another room the opposite direction.
Room then door?
Room then door.
This water is heavy.
Wait, are you
It's-
carrying the water?
Well, someone has to, and none of you volunteered.
We can just come back.
Okay.
go back and
this
refill.
looks weird.
This room
Oh.
opens into a large, abandoned room full of dusty tables and cauldrons. The stone hearth is cold. Piled atop the tables are various alchemical tools and equipment, but all of this is ancient to the point of being unusable.
There's a wall. Whee! Oh.
Toya.
Hey, I found a kitchen.
You find a kitchen. This decrepit kitchen contains an oven range, a washing basin, and a hearth bearing a covered cooking pot, and shelves filled with pots, pans, and cooking tools.
Alright. Let's see what's in the pot.
The goblins were well stocked.
I'm gonna very carefully use my sword to flick the lid off the pot.
You flick
Because
the
I've
lid.
learned to just don't touch anything with your bare hands.
You flick the lid off the pot, and as you do, a screeching voice echoes through the room, and everybody can hear this high-pitched scream as a ghostly figure, hair fluttering in the unseen ethereal breeze, floats up out of the pot.
Son of a fuck!
Oh god, that is it's like, oh fuck.
And the
Oh,
other
fuck.
I love
Shit.
that
Oh,
expression.
fuck.
the pots and pans just like start picking themselves up off of the countertops.
Are those evil pot tokens?
Yes, they are. I did have to make an evil cooking pot token.
In case I did something stupid, like take the lid off the soup.
In case any of you did something stupid, like take the lid off the soup.
I love you so much, John. Oh my god.
I won't lie, I kind of love this moment because literally the second before you were going to pick up the pot, you picked up that pot, I was going to take a look at these papers that are right next to Vaacin just to see if there's anything in them. And I just had this moment of just sort of like Vaacin leaning down, reaching for the papers, hearing a ghostly scream, and just sort of
Okay,
start trotting around the corner.
at this point,
I think I pissed it off, guys.
can I get everybody to roll for initiatives?
Yep, as soon as I
Happily.
remember how.
You're gonna have to do it for me.
Yeah, no problem.
Bad.
All I can say is, by the ghost of Angela Lansbury, substitutionary locomotion.
Oh wow. You know, for waking the damn thing up, I rolled really shitty.
It's fine. The lead person in this initiative check is a pot.
That works.
Well, John's throwing everything else in the kitchen sink right now.
Careful, don't tempt him.
So a
I'm just that surprised, obviously.
pot comes flying at you, Nefira.
Oh no.
Does a 22 hit?
Holy
Yes.
Jesus.
That is 2 points of bludgeoning damage as a loud boom.
Kind of,
I think this is my fault, sorry.
yeah, right, it's your fault.
Uh,
How was I supposed to know there was some kind of weird ghost in the pot?
Haleth moves to here, and then that's Haleth's turn.
See any of you guys know about magic pots? Nobody said don't touch it.
Whoa. This pot flies out and slams into you. Does a 4 hit your armor class?
Though my armor class is bad, it's not that bad. Oh!
Nefira.
Alrighty then. Moment of panic, not actually going to summon the sword. I'm just going to go ahead and straight Eldritch Blast this pot right in front of me.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast, do your thing. Oh, that was nearly a natural 20. Does a 15 hit?
I'm afraid a 15 doesn't hit.
Wait, what? That's worrying.
That is worrying. I'm
Good
slightly
thing I have a
concerned.
second one. a 16 hit?
No. Just
Dang.
misses. It just deflects both of your Eldritch Blasts with the underside of the pan. Just doing,
Ting,
doing.
ting.
These are really well-made pots and pans.
I know, right?
Ick is going to run up and is going to draw his... has he got a short bow? No, he's got a crossbow.
Yeah, it's got my little hand crossbow.
He draws the light crossbow, aims across at the one that's attacking Wall, lets loose an arrow, and... I said lets loose an arrow. Why aren't
I
you
don't have
rolling
this image
anything?
of Dick just standing there as you're like screaming overhead. Oh, what's that? Oh, sorry, that was my mark.
Du-du-du-du-du-dum. Fail.
Apparently doesn't let loose an arrow. Okay, fine. I'll roll it myself.
Well, fuck you then.
Oh. Lets loose an arrow, and it just twing gets turned aside by the pan. These are really good pans, guys.
It's the Teflon.
They're fantastic.
Oh, oh, I love it.
Vaacin.
Oh,
There's just that moment of sigh. It just walks to the moves to the corner, goes, what on?
You can see from this vantage point 3 pans floating, one of them in front of Wall.
Oh no.
these pans are revolting.
I mean, I don't know if they're dirty. What would be more worthwhile? Oh, I have to touch someone for that. Cool, right. Because I can't get quite close enough to do anything melee this turn, I'm going to use Guiding Bolt on the pan nearest Wall.
Okay.
That is a natural 20.
That'll hit.
And roll damage, that is 11 plus 29. That is 40 radiant damage.
Let me see what that does to it.
Oh my god.
That's kind of mental. I
Damn.
was not expecting it to be that powerful.
You fling a guiding bolt, and the bolt of golden energy zooms across the room, slams into the pan, and the pan just... There's
You
like
just turn that motherfucker to ash.
iron shavings, and like one handle of a pan just goes tink, 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 tink into the corner.
Thank you.
Scale Edge is not going to get into a fight. Its first fight in my hands against bloody pots and pans.
This pot is going to fly at Toya. Rolls a 5 to hit.
Nope. Like, I don't even need to check, I know.
Nuri.
What?
Oh, Nuri's muted at the moment.
Oops. I just love how pretty Nuri's art is. Just
Remind me-
throwing that out there.
Remind me to come back to Nuri.
Okay.
Okay.
The ghost rises out of the pan in front of you.
You sure we can't talk about this? Because, I mean, I could totally put the lid back on.
Reaches out with a ghostly hand, its hair standing up, screeching at you. Does a 14 hit your armor class?
My armor class is 14, so I can't remember how we're doing that.
So that does hit.
Fuck.
Could you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Yes I can.
And
Hold on.
also take 11 points of damage.
Right. Hold on. Constitution. There we go. Saving throw.
Okay. You not only take 11 points of damage,
Right.
but your hit point maximum is reduced by 11.
Oof.
Did I miss my go?
Wait.
Uh,
What? Oh.
Yes, it
Welcome
is.
back.
It is your turn now.
Oops. Can we not? Wait, what do you mean 20? It was 11. 68 minus 11 is 57, isn't it?
Yes.
So where the fuck did 20 come from?
Ignore it.
Okay.
Christy, what would you like to do on Nuru's turn?
Alright, does anybody need healing?
do
Nefira
now.
has taken a pan to the head.
I'm fine now. It's only a couple of points of damage.
Hot to the
So-
face.
Well, I don't know without looking at my sheet. This is the problem. I suppose I can send out spiritual weapon because that's the only thing I know I've got on my sheet.
Yeah, spiritual weapon. Let's move you up to the closer to the entrance where you can get to, and spiritual weapon into the room. Would you like to do that at second level or third? I don't remember if there's a
Third level.
difference. No, yeah, one extra.
With these rolls.
No, there's obviously a bad luck curse floating around.
Your spiritual weapon appears in the room, swings at... Are we swinging at a ghost, or one of the pans, Nuri?
One of the pans, I think.
I'm afraid it rolled a 9, and that misses. Would you like to make an attack with your crossbow? Because you can do that as a main action.
Yeah, I can have a go, yeah, because my spiritual weapon will sort of do as it pleases, isn't it?
Yeah, spiritual weapon's a bonus action, so... Unfortunately, you fire the crossbow as well, and it just clangs off the pan, completely... ignoring it. So then we move on to Underscum, who is going to try and get into the room. Does he have any ranged weaponry, Underscum?
Magic staffs, his
No.
dart thing.
Whoa.
Easy me. Wool is going to, as there is nothing in melee of him currently, is going to level a shot at the ghost. Chunk
Okay.
chunk with the gun. Where's my infantry? Gun. Can I attack, please? There we are.
Oh, nice.
A 25 will hit.
Awesome. It is a magical weapon. Ah, fuck. 7 damage. It is magical damage, though.
Okay.
I was gonna do a second attack. F. It's gonna misfire. Like, oh, god dang it.
The gun just like...
He's gonna spend the rest of the turn just trying to unjam it.
This pan is going to slide over to Wool
Oh no.
and try to clonk Wool. Rolls a 21 to hit,
Ooh, that will hit.
and 9 points of bludgeoning damage as it slams a loud POONG
Ow!
on Wool.
Oh, my horns.
And then we get to Toya's turn.
You know, I've been thinking about it, and I don't think I can even attack the damn specter because it's a ghost. So does physical damage even affect it?
You have a magic sword.
I do.
Yes.
I forgot about that. Awesome! Alright, I'll fuck shit up. As soon as I remember how to fuck shit up.
Well, firstly, you want to rage,
Yes.
which is a bonus action, and as you do, sort of spectral black energy wraps around you. Your eyes just take on a slightly darker shade, and your sword becomes enveloped in this black energy. And then if you go to your inventory, you have a great sword
great
plus
sword.
1, and
That's
then
it.
click the dice next to it.
Once. And twice, because I have extra attack as well.
They will both hit.
Yes! And now I click damage on both.
You
for the
do.
thingy. Right, so damage and damage.
And then if you also go into if you go into your features, you have an active ability called Divine Fury. If you click the dice next to that,
Right.
because basically on your turn, the first thing you attack takes extra damage. Not that it matters, as the ghost, you slice through it twice with a sword, the black energy tearing it apart. You can see the ghost is very surprised that a sword strike dissipates it, and it tries to start pulling itself back together as you swing through it a second time, cleaving the ghost in two. The ghost shrieks and fades as its halves disappear, and the
I offered to put you back in the pot.
the pans that were floating just ching clang 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 to the ground. And this fight is
Cool.
over.
Nice.
And with that, as you start to lick your wounds from the pots and pans,
Why do I have the worst feeling that Rogue Trader wants to smack me upside the head? Just walks up behind her. Stop opening shit.
I mean, Rogue does. Vaacin doesn't care.
as this happens, we're going to say thank you guys so much for watching. To be continued.